Hello and welcome to The Book Club. The Book Club is going to be a new series that I'm going to be running on this channel where basically we read books together. You're going to give me suggestions in the comments. I'm going to talk about a book that I've currently been reading or I have read in the past. So today we're going to be talking about essentialism. If it would focus, there we go. But yeah, one of my goals for 2023 is to read a lot more. So with this series, it's going to make me want to read because then I can share it with you guys, we can talk about it. I want to read a range of books. I've been very used to reading sort of self-help books, lifestyles type books, and I want to expand. I want to get back into fiction books. I want to read a lot more of that kind of stuff. So yeah, if you've got any suggestions, please comment down below. But yeah, this is the book club. So the first book that we're going to be discussing that I read quite a while ago actually is this, Essentialism. This is a brilliant book. If you feel overworked or too busy or overwhelmed by life in general, read this book. Genuinely, just read this book. Essentialism is essentially it says here, the disciplined pursuit of less. So it's by Greg McKeown. Sorry if I've said your name wrong. But genuinely, this book helped me so much in life, sort of streamline everything that I was doing. I was at a point when I read this where I was trying to just do too much. I was at uni, I was trying to start a podcast, doing my YouTube, I was doing a second channel on YouTube, daily TikToks, a social life, a girlfriend, gym, and reading this really made me think and really made me sort of look at life and think, what do I actually need, what do I actually not need right now? Because you'd be surprised when you actually sit down and think about it, how much you can sort of streamline and get rid of. This book is one of the reasons that I actually stopped doing a podcast, because I realised that it wasn't something that I sort of needed to be doing. Basically, just this book is just about sort of, you know, focusing on what needs to be done instead of stressing yourself out and overworking yourself. I've sort of pinned a couple pages which were like important key sort of parts of it for me anyway, bits of information that I need. This bit was really important to me. So, what if society stopped telling us to buy more stuff and instead allowed us to create more space to breathe and think? What if society encouraged us to reject what has been accurately described as doing things we detest, to buy things we don't like, with money we don't have, to impress people we don't like? What if we stopped being oversold the value of having more and being undersold the value of having less? What if we stopped celebrating being busy as a measurement of importance? What if instead we celebrated how much time we spend listening, pondering, meditating, and enjoying time with the most important people of our lives? What if the world shifted from the undisputed pursuit of more to the discipline and pursuit of less? Like, to me, I'm always sort of chasing subscribers, or I don't know, people could be chasing like a pay rise or that next big goal in life, when actually doing less can be more enjoyable. I sat back and thought, why am I doing a podcast really when it's just adding more stress to my life? That's not the point of it. You know, if you're trying to do 2 hours at the gym to try and really push yourself to make you feel better, but then it's stressing you out, you've got no time to spend with a friend or a family member or something, or just on your own, just chilling. There's a lot of, at the moment in social media and everything, push to wake up at 5 a.m, work for 13 hours straight, have no social life, when actually you don't need to be chasing stuff constantly. Life is pretty short, and even if you achieve those goals that you're so desperately chasing for, it's not going to matter. It's not going to make you happier. Happiness isn't a goal. Once you've achieved that goal, that's not going to make you happy. You just need to be happy in the moment and now and present. And this book helped me sort of realise that. Another part of this book that I really liked was it discusses sort of the necessity of play. Doesn't mean just sit playing as toys, but you know, as we get older, we lose that sort of imagination and play ability. We just see work. I've got to go to work, I've got to come back and I've got to clean the house, I've got to do this other task, I've got to do this. If I want to start a side hustle, I want to go do this, I need to go make more money, I need to do more, I need to achieve more. This is a quote from the book. Play doesn't just help us to explore what is essential, it is essential in and of itself. Like, it just helps you open up your mind and relax a little bit more. If you've read this book, let me know what you think about it in the comments. If you haven't, and it sounds like something that interests you, I genuinely recommend going and picking this up. I want to pass on to you a book that I'm currently reading, or that I plan on reading for the next time, so that you guys can read it in between these videos and we can discuss it together. You know, once I've read it, then I'm going to make a video on it, and then we can chat about it in the comments, and you can let me know how you thought of the book or anything like that. So if you want to take part in the book club, then the next book that I'm going to be reading and doing a video on is this, Happy Sexy Millionaire. I know the title sounds rubbish, but genuinely I've read the first couple pages of this, and this book is going to be really good for me in terms of talking about happiness and success in life and things like that. It's by Stephen Bartlett, who is the host of the Diary of a CEO podcast, so if you watch that, you'll know this book. If you've already read it, let me know what you think in the comments, but yeah, this is what we're going to be discussing in the next book club. So that is all from me, and I hope to see you next time.